Repeat after me. I promise not to stay down for too long. I promise to finish what I started. I promise to allow myself to learn through my mistakes and grow anyway. And I promise to know, to be soft on myself, to see that there is a lot going on right now and I don't have to figure it all tonight. This year, more than ever, has been the year of plenty of trials, with what it seems like no light at the end of the tunnel. And yet here you are, living through it, living proof. You can't take on the way of the world and expect it to all be solved within the same day that it came about. It is important to practice your self-care and implement your self-worth into your everyday routine. I'm such an advocate and preacher for really being your number one fan, being your biggest fan, and being your biggest cheerleader, because at the end of the day, sometimes you feel alone. You spend the most time with yourself and your mind and your thinking. So that's why it's so important to learn to talk to yourself well, to be able to implement these pep talks to yourself. The year and time is now, and you got to choose yourself, baby girl. If you are constantly trying to please those around you and you forget about yourself, you lose yourself in the process. In your life, you're the person that matters the most. Your number one priority is you, and that is satisfying yourself, making yourself happy, pleasing yourself, and at any point, choosing the choices that benefit you, that benefit your well-being, your mental health first, over choosing to please others. I just think that when you focus on yourself, everything else falls into play after. And that allows you to attack and go through life much more happier. You really have to be able to appreciate yourself to get anything done. And you yourself, out of anybody in this world, needs and deserves the love and affection that you give to others. You have to promise yourself that you're going to readily give the grace that you give to others to yourself. Listen, what we're not going to do today is we're not going to doubt ourselves. We're not going to tell ourselves that we can't do it. We're going to look at ourselves in the mirror. We're going to see what the hell we're about. We're going to know and look at yourself and tell yourself, I am the greatest. I am capable. I can achieve whatever I set my mind to. I am just as important as anyone else in my life to myself. I matter. I am here for a reason, and so I will fulfill my life journey to the best of my ability because I deserve it. And I want you to tell yourself that. I want you to know that, and I want you to live, breathe, and act like it. Today, decide to yourself that you are enough and see what happens. You gotta just be that woman that you always know that you could be. The importance of loving yourself and really hyping yourself up and having these pep talks is because when you love yourself and you love yourself enough, you don't take a lot of bullshit. You learn to set boundaries because you know what you're worth and what you can deal with and what you can't deal with. You know what you have time for and what you don't have time for. You kind of just have this confidence with yourself to know, you know what, I don't even have time to deal with this. I'm too good, I'm too pretty, I'm too this and I'm too that to have to deal with this petty mess. I'm bossing up. I'm moving on, I'm moving forward, and anything that doesn't serve me doesn't deserve a spot in my life. When you have that confidence, you have that mindset, and so a lot of the things that could technically derail you don't, because you know I'm only going to welcome in my life what suits me and what serves me, and if it doesn't look like that, I have no business entertaining it. I have no business to giving it attention. Your time and your energy are precious because those two things are things that you'll never get back. You teach people how to treat you with what you will and don't accept. When you believe that you can, you do. Be that person that you know you are capable of being, and be proud of that. You are a masterpiece, and there is a plan for you. It's not your job to be everything to everyone. It's your job to know what you're worth and add tax. Loving yourself isn't vanity, it's sanity. Happy Monday.